Before we explore the principles that drive extraordinary achievement, it is essential to understand the foundation of all success: mindset. What separates those who achieve greatness from those who merely dream is not luck, talent, or opportunity alone. It is the way they think, react, and make choices day in and day out. Throughout American history, we see countless examples of individuals who started with little but became legendary because they cultivated the right mindset. From entrepreneurs like Oprah Winfrey and Jeff Bezos to leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., the difference lies in how they approached challenges, embraced failure, and committed to long-term growth. This speech is designed to take you on a journey through the mental frameworks of these successful people. Each chapter will explore a key principle, supported by real-life American stories, powerful quotes, and lessons that you can apply in your own life. Pay attention not just to the results, but to the invisible forces that made those results inevitable. Success is not about chance. It is about conscious decisions, disciplined habits, and relentless belief in one's potential. By the end of this speech, you will understand how to begin thinking, acting, and living like the most successful people in America. The mindset of successful people. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, today I want to talk to you about something invisible, yet more powerful than money, talent, or opportunity. I want to talk to you about the mindset of successful people. Because success is not first created in bank accounts, trophies, or headlines. Success is created in the mind. Long before success becomes visible to the world, it is quietly taking shape inside a person's thoughts, beliefs, habits, and choices, often when no one is watching. And here is the truth that many people don't want to hear. Success is not an accident. It is not luck. It is not reserved for the privileged few. Success is a way of thinking. 1. Success begins with responsibility. Successful people think differently because they take responsibility differently. They do not blame their parents. They do not blame the government. They do not blame the economy, the weather, or their past. They understand something profound. Open quote, "I may not control everything that happens to me, but I control how I respond." Close quote. This mindset is uncomfortable because responsibility removes excuses. When things go wrong, unsuccessful minds ask, "Why is this happening to me? Whose fault is this? Why is life unfair?" Successful minds ask, "What can I learn from this? What can I do differently next time? How do I grow from this?" They don't waste energy complaining. They invest energy adapting. And that is why they move forward while others remain stuck. Successful people embrace long-term thinking. One of the greatest differences between successful and unsuccessful people is time perspective. Unsuccessful people ask, "What feels good now? What is easy today? What gives me instant comfort?" Successful people ask, "What will matter in 5 years? What sacrifice today builds freedom tomorrow? What pain is worth enduring now to avoid regret later?" They understand that discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. They wake up early when others sleep. They study when others scroll. They practice when others quit, not because they are superhuman, but because they are future-minded. #3. They redefine failure. Most people are terrified of failure. Successful people are not. To them, failure is not a verdict, it is feedback. They don't say, "I failed, therefore I am a failure." They say, "This attempt failed, I didn't." They understand that every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once inexperienced. Every confident leader was once uncertain. Failure to them is not humiliation, it is education. And here is something powerful. Open quote. "Successful people fail more than others because they try more." Close quote. They fall, they adapt, they rise stronger. Successful people control their inner dialogue. Listen carefully, because this may be the most important point of all. Your life moves in the direction of your most dominant thoughts. Successful people are extremely aware of how they speak to themselves. They do not say, "I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'll never make it." They understand that the brain believes what it hears repeatedly. Instead, they say, "I am learning. I am improving. I will figure this out." Not blind optimism, but intentional belief. They don't wait for confidence to appear. They build confidence through action. #5. They choose growth over comfort. Comfort is seductive. Comfort feels safe. Comfort feels familiar. Comfort feels warm, but comfort is also where dreams go to die. Successful people have a growth mindset. They seek discomfort because they know growth lives there. They choose hard conversations over silence, discipline over excuses, growth over approval. They understand that staying the same is more dangerous than change, and they ask themselves daily, open quote, "What is one thing I can do today that makes me better than yesterday?" Close quote. 6. Successful people master their emotions. They feel fear, but they act anyway. They feel doubt, but they move forward anyway. They feel pressure, but they stay focused anyway. They do not allow emotions to dictate decisions. They understand that motivation is temporary, discipline is reliable, consistency beats intensity. They show up even when they don't feel like it. That is why their results are predictable. 7. They value process over applause. Unsuccessful minds chase validation. Successful minds chase mastery. They don't need constant applause. They don't need to announce every move. They are comfortable being misunderstood. They trust the process. And when results finally arrive, they are not surprised because they've already seen it in their minds for years. 8. They surround themselves wisely. Mindset is contagious. Successful people are careful about who they listen to. They surround themselves with people who challenge them, people who think bigger, people who tell them the truth, not just what feels good. They avoid environments that normalize mediocrity because they know, open quote, "You cannot grow in a place that celebrates stagnation," close quote. 9. They believe before evidence appears. This is where mindset becomes powerful. Successful people believe before results show up, before the money, before the recognition, before the proof. They act like the person they want to become. Not arrogantly, but intentionally. They understand that belief precedes behavior, and behavior precedes results. 10. Success is an identity, not a destination. Finally, successful people understand this. Success is not something you reach. Success is someone you become. It is built daily, in small choices, quiet discipline, and invisible effort. It is built when no one is clapping, when no one is watching, when quitting would be easier. Closing, let me leave you with this. You do not need a new life. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need permission. You need a new mindset. Change the way you think, and you will change the way you act. Change the way you act, and you will change your results. Change your results, and you will change your life. The mindset of successful people is not a secret. It is a choice, and that choice begins today. As we reach the end of this journey, remember that the mindset of successful people is not reserved for the chosen few. It is cultivated through deliberate choices, consistent action, and the courage to grow despite fear, failure, or discomfort. The American stories we have explored, from Oprah Winfrey to Elon Musk, from Martin Luther King Jr. to Warren Buffett, illustrate a timeless truth. Greatness begins in the mind. It is the thoughts, decisions, and habits formed in the quiet moments that determine the extraordinary results seen in the public eye. Your success is not defined by the circumstances you start with, but by the mindset you adopt and nurture. Take responsibility, embrace long-term thinking, learn from failure, master your inner dialogue, prioritize growth over comfort, maintain emotional discipline, focus on process rather than praise, choose your environment wisely, believe before evidence, and make success an identity. Start today. Begin thinking differently. Begin acting with intention. Build the mindset that will allow you to rise above challenges and achieve what many deem impossible. The future is not waiting for luck. It is waiting for those who are ready to think, believe, and act like the successful.